minutes past 4. National Highways have apologised after an outage which left motorists seeing random lane closures on smart motorways across the region. Issues were reported on the M6, the M1 and the A1M on Wednesday, with signs reportedly encouraging road users to change lanes constantly, while some signs were so bright they hindered night vision. On the line now is the campaigner Claire Mercer, whose husband Jason Mercer died after stopping on a smart motorway in South Yorkshire. Good afternoon, Claire.
Hello.
People got in touch with you, understand, about all this, including some operating gantries. What did they tell you?
I had lots of different, what I assume were control room operators that are meant to be able to control these gantries contacting me all evening, all afternoon and evening, because I've had that for months now, months and months, them telling me this technology is not up to the job and that outages are common where they just can't control the system. But Wednesday's outage was the biggest one so far. It affected 7 counties. They couldn't put up the signs they wanted to, but worse than that, random signs were appearing completely without their input and telling the motorists to do different things like change lanes, reduce speed, diverting them into the central reservation. You know, they couldn't control these things, and they had absolutely no CCTV covering 7 counties. They were just at their wits' end. I get this regularly, like I say. And it's pushing them to, I get told so many times I'm off with stress, or I know 6 or 7 people that are off with stress. But on Wednesday night, I was getting told people were quitting because they just could not take it anymore.
It must be incredibly unnerving for drivers as well on these motorways.
Yes, but they didn't know it was happening. Now, in any other environment, if you're in any type of business, I've worked all my life in factories and engineering environments, if you know of a danger and don't do something about it, it's negligence. If you know a machine is broken, you isolate it and you don't let anyone operate it. But for over 11 hours, they were completely unable to operate the gantries, see what was going on, and at no point did National Highways Management order the roads closed because they couldn't do it themselves with their signs that have had to involve the police, and then the illusion that all is well with these smart motorways would have been totally shattered on a massive scale.
National Highways did say that once they came up and they saw the magnitude of the problem, they did send extra traffic officers out. Does that allay your fears?
No, because the way it was put to me is we can't see anything, we can't do anything. All we're doing is sending traffic officers to the places you're most likely to die. That is the non-PR version of what National Highways said. That is what they were doing. They were sending traffic officers to the places where people were more likely to die. And even National Highways won't admit how long it was down for. It did not come back up that evening. It went down at 2:30 p.m. and did not come back up until the next day, 12:30 in the morning. And then the following day, they issued an apology, and DINAC wasn't working again as they were apologising. It went down again yesterday from 10:30 in the evening to 3 a.m. So they've got no control, and they're just purely because they don't want to shatter the illusion. They will not admit it, and they are allowing thousands and thousands of drivers on these roads when they cannot control them.
Rotherham MP Sarah Champion yesterday said she was horrified that the public were put at risk. Will you be renewing your call with the government to bring back the hard shoulder on these motorways?
Constantly. That's what I am doing constantly. We did a protest at the beginning of last month. We took coffins to the Tory party conference. I've never stopped doing that. It's just obviously there's an awful lot going on in politics at the moment. But I'm still bringing the legal action. It's just like all legal action. That's been going 3 years now, and I still haven't even got a court date. It was the first thing I started, to take the government to the High Court for a judicial review to get smart motorways banned in law. And while that's going slowly through the legal system, I'm trying to fight it in the court of public opinion. And the public hate these things. They don't want them, but they're having to pay for them with taxpayers' money, and they're having to use them. We don't want them, we can't afford them, and we don't need them. So why won't they stop them?
Claire, great talking to you, and thank you for your time. Claire Mercer, whose husband Jason Mercer died after stopping on a smart motorway in South Yorkshire. Well, National Highway, there are occasional outages, and so we have a well-rehearsed procedure to deal with issues which arise.